We both came over from Virginia. Well, what was Virginia? There's a lot more hot zones that way. I mean, Appalachia's dangerous, really dangerous. It's better than where we've been. It certainly could, but since you decided to yank our chains...
Tonight, we bring you Chapter 1 of Escape from the 42nd Century. Another classic tale from the Atomic Chronicles of K.D. Inkwell. We find ourselves in the hallowed halls of the Guild of Antiquities in its headquarters, far from the prying eyes of the common man. A bold experiment is underway, which hopes to dramatically improve the accuracy of the technology of time.
Please, hand me that chronometric calibrator. The time synchronization crystals are exhibiting very unusual resonation frequencies. Perhaps the new calculations will work after all. However, I must be sure.
Here you go, Dr. Jenkins. I know this will work. After all, you invented the chronotron backpacks.
Indeed I did, Katie. These synchronization crystals are at the heart of that technology. Why, without them locking in the coordinates of a specific point of space-time, an operative could be catapulted to a time beyond our comprehension.
Ha! Our operatives all understand the danger, Doctor. Our skills, plus your gadgets, have gotten us out of the tightest spots imaginable. Never you mind theoretical problems. Just help me secure the chronotron to my back, and let's continue the testing.
Always appreciate your moxie, KD. Forgive an old man his worrisome ways. I've made some small adjustments to the experimental calculations, and I'll input them whenever you're ready.
No time like the present, Doctor.
Quite right. A quick audit then. Atomic cells to full, synchronization crystals aligned, flux channels cleared. It appears we're ready to engage. Now I must simply enter the new calculations and... The readings are off the charts. Take off the backpack, KD. Quickly, before...
That doesn't sound quite right, Dr. Jenkins.
With a crackle and a pop, Inkwell's malfunctioning chronotron backpack spontaneously activates, opening a surprise time portal and drawing her in. Her synchronization crystals unable to lock, she spins uncontrolled through the winding pathways of time. How far has she gone? And what strange unknowns will she find on the other side?
What's that over there? You? You want a real drink? Hit up the Wayward. Tell him I sent you. Cheers, friend. I'll take another. Maybe just one more whiskey. I'm sore all over. Goodness, been something.
Don't miss the automotive event of the year. That's right, it's time for the Halloween Night Demolition Derby! Right here at the Tyler County Dirt Track, with Hot Rod Daniels on the track. Anything can happen, folks, so you're not gonna wanna miss this! Come on out on Halloween Sunday and watch these brave men and women battle for Derby domination! Does a fusion flea have what it takes against
Walk through the bowels of the earth in a world uninterrupted by progress, where man's inexorable march towards doom has no sway. Learn about the legendary Night Kid, half boy, half bat, all terror. What's that? You want me to tell them about our discount on premium tours, where you explore hidden formations of ancient rock, all at rock bottom prices? Not to worry, my nocturnal neighbor. I've got it all taken care of. That's why they pay me the big bucks, and you a bucket of moths. Explore a piece of Appalachian history and take a tour of the Uncanny Caverns today. Tonight, in Chapter 3 of Zorbo's Revenge, we travel to the far-flung reaches of space and the dual worlds of Y. A curiosity in planetary formation, the dual worlds of Y formed in tandem and share a single orbit. Travel between the two worlds began early in their cultural development, and the war between them ravaged both sides for generations before they enacted the policy for greater unity. At birth, all YENs are biologically joined with a counterpart of the opposing planet, forming a binary culture that ended a millennia of global strife. Now the conflict is contained locally, as the forced conjoined twins live a life of constant bickering. Two such twins are the genius scientists Opus and Obra. Dr. Zorbo is seeking out their dual-core binary fusion processor technology to power the supercomputer of his Star Mangler. The twins have nearly perfected the final prototype, but have reached an impasse with yet another disagreement.
Ha! That is the 5th time I found a flaw in your work just today. Look here. You wrongfully connected the thermal turbine to the nuclear transistors. Wow, how juvenile.
IQ on your world must be lower than I thought. That is clearly a Podensky-Kruger bridge connecting the two transistors. And that's not a thermal turbine, it's a cooler diode! shall sneak by, and then the prototype will be mine. The Star Mangler will have the most advanced computer in the universe.
As Opus and Obra fight toe-to-toe, swinging their fists wildly at one another, Dr. Zorbo awkwardly sneaks behind them, laser-focused on pilfering the paradigm-shifting prototype processor. Fixated on his banditry, Zorbo is completely unaware that the scuffle between the conjoined duo has escalated from fisticuffs to firearms.
Obra, you twit! Nobody calls me second rate. How about a blast from my repulsor ray? Huh?
You missed him from there! Your aim is as pathetic as your world's soldering skills. Look, you even hit some sort of wrinkly space frog.
You're right. I think I hit a weird walking jar of pudding. You must have left the door open again, letting all manner of riffraff in here.
Riffraff? Why, I am the former and future emperor of the entire universe, including you two insignificant bickering balls of binary blunders. Now, hand over that fusion processor and you can get back to killing each other. We may hate each other, but we hate thieves even more. I don't care who you think you are. From our perspective, you're just the emperor of cat burglars. I see that I have underestimated you two geniuses. Your intelligence is
What a day.
obviously unequal.
Could almost forget the world
How
ended.
am I to know which of you is
The things we
most
saw on the way
intelligent?
here,
I could
enough to make you
use
wish
more
Bessie still
brainpower
had
on
her
my rogue
guns.
crew, but of course, only the very
Name's
best.
G-Day, by the way.
Well, obviously I'm the clear choice. That moron Obra.
You're welcome to
is
say
slower
hi,
than the Diwali
but
in
try not to
space
spook the
mail.
cattle.
He couldn't
Got enough to do
concentrate
around
his
here without
way
having
out
to
of a
run
wet
after.
paper bag.
My bone-headed brother Opus is so dense, he once ate a box of animal crackers and was worried he was no longer vegetarian. And quite clearly the superior option. I suppose I'll need further time to decide. May both join my crew for evaluation on the condition that you bring along that dual-core binary fusion processor.
We accept your offer. I'll finally have an opportunity to prove that I am the dominant half in this unfortunately codependent relationship.
And I shall at last be able to show the world this simpleton has been holding me back our whole lives. Then pack up your gear, you bickering binary buffoons. We have a mission to accomplish. With this supercomputer in my command, I am even closer.
Attention citizens, nuclear strike imminent. Please exit the area at your earliest convenience. Thank you for your cooperation.
You don't need to be afraid of Bessie. We got her at a discount since she was decon. Only thing she puts down these days are piles of sheet metal.
What's that blocking the skies? Is it a solar eclipse? A Manhattan skyscraper violating height restriction laws? No, it's Roborilla, made from 8,000 tons of Detroit steel, American ingenuity, and pure elbow grease. Fresh off his conquering of the giant Manzaloid, the mechanical mammoth returns for his greatest challenge yet: American politics.
I'm sorry, Roborilla. While your legislation manages to somehow end world hunger, solve the pollution crisis, and I'm afraid I can't vote for it. Which is why when the session begins, I plan to filibuster that... Wait, what are you doing?
Congratulations, Roborilla. I can't
They
wait
issue
to
you one of those camp things?
By the way,
Man,
you got something
Vault-Tec's got some nifty tools.
Senator Cole Burns
After a bit, Roborilla goes to Washington.
Are you tired of the rat race, the hustle and bustle, and the governments with their atom bomb bingo? Do you remember a simpler time of peace and prosperity when the world still had meaning? Perhaps it's time for you to let go and find a different way. Employing ancient techniques honed by ascetic monks, the Palace of the Winding Path will take you on a journey of hope and self-fulfillment to help you rediscover the one person you've neglected in these anxious, trying times. Yourself.
Everyone here is real swell. They taught me wholeness and how to be one with the universe.
Duchess let you try one of her drams yet?
Just bothered me so much.
In the palace, I learned to part from the material. With every dollar I gave away, I found the hurt fleeing from my body. Now I have nothing, and I've never felt freer. I think that's just nifty.
My husband didn't understand. My children, less so. But I've done something greater. Meaningful. Every day I cleanse my spirit, and I find myself thinking about them less and less. Golly, today was supposed to be one of their birthdays. I don't even remember which one. It's liberating. Just off the 95 and 98, the palace welcomes all who seek true enlightenment. Talk to a disciple today and learn about our special discount on oil cleansings. At the Palace of the Winding Path, you can free your mind and expand your consciousness. You have nothing to lose but your pain.
Mrs. Woodbury, can I ask you a question?
Sure thing, Bobby. What's on your mind?
I'm having a little trouble with this whole quantum mechanics thing. How can your cat be both dead and alive? It sounds like a bunch of hooey to me.
All right. How about we change it up? Instead of a cat, let's put an ice-cold Nuka-Cola in the box.
Oh boy, that's a swell idea. But I don't get it. How does that change anything?
Think about it in terms of the number 2. Before we opened this box, the cat was 2 things, alive and dead. And when we quantumize Nuka-Cola, it also becomes 2 things, flavorful and thirst-quenching.
Oh, I get it. It's all about the number 2. That's why Nuka-Cola Quantum has twice the calories, twice the carbohydrates, twice the caffeine, and twice the taste.
Now you're thinking in quantum, Bobby.
So, can I drink that Nuka-Cola, Mrs. Woodbury? I'm awful thirsty.
I'll tell you what. You do well on the exam tomorrow, and I'll give a bottle of Nuka-Cola Quantum to the whole class. And that goes double for you kids at home. Drink Nuka-Cola Quantum for twice the refreshment and twice the pep, and you'll ace every test.
Previously on A Better Life Underground.
I don't care what happens. No one can ever know about this, you hear?
But boss, if anyone drinks the water after it was contaminated, they could get sick. We have to tell maintenance so they can fix it.
No one hears about this. Or it'll be our heads on the chopping block.
And now, episode 313 of A Better Life Underground.
All right, Tommy, spit it out already. What's this secret meeting all about?
Barbara, we've been working together here in the reactor for what seems like forever. So it's safe to say you trust me, right? Even if I were to say something pretty crazy.
You're starting to freak me out here. Maybe
Looks like it could start coming down in a second.
No, you know reactor brain is just a myth. It's empty. I think, that is, I'm pretty sure. Remember when we were all playing Catch the Commie in these quarters a few weeks back?
Are you talking about the game we messed up where no one was the commie?
Yes, that game. I dealt those cards myself, Bob. I just know I didn't mess it up.
That was pretty strange, but I don't understand what you're on
Lady,
about.
I will paint the walls with you
What
if
I'm
you
on
don't tell me
about
where Crane's treasure is right now!
Sweetheart,
What is
I
that?
think you,
A
honey,
card from our board
you
game?
picked the wrong time to get a drink.
It's the comic
What
card.
are you? Hey!
I found it
Who the
in
hell are you?
stash after the game.
Are you implying that he cheated? The man's practically a saint. He always holds the door open for you.
None of your
even though
damn
they're
business.
automatic.
What's
Even
going on
for the
is that
robots.
this one seems to think I know where this big treasure is, and that I'm building my new bar out of refuse for fun.
Lady, this is your last warning. Our crew is getting that treasure. I will happily send you both to the great goddamn beyond if you don't start explaining where I can find what's ours.
Volunteers to help old Miss Beckley pull the weeds. Do you honestly think that Eric, the head of Vault Security, is stealing our food?
Hire it? You serious? You got a gun in your face and the first thing that comes to mind is picking up a side gig?
Last time we played board games.
Guts like that might take you
Remember, it was
places.
delicious.
Let's say you and I finish shaking down this broad and then we...
Salsa and corn chips in the vault.
Well, I suppose you
told
could
you
have
it was
had
gonna
it for a
end
while
badly.
and been saving it for a special occasion.
Now I'm hoping you're here to have a drink and play
Please,
nice.
Just think about it.
I've had a
He's
gun
never
pointed
been
at
the
me
commie
more
when
than
we
enough
play.
for one day.
Not only is he cheating in the game, but he's also serving us stolen food. That makes us accomplices.
Oh no. I ate so much of it. What do we do?
Well, we gotta tell the overseer. Who knows what else he's been lying about? Or how many crimes he's committed.
Tommy and Barbara make their way to the overseer's office, only to find
Oh, well, not exactly the introduction to the wayward I would have hoped for.
Well, speak of the devil.
Oh, sorry about that, darling.
Just talking about you.
First round's on
Nice to see you
me.
as well, Barbara.
Name's Duchess.
Overseer, we have something
There's something I could do for you.
important to tell you.
Tommy, wait. Before you say anything, I want you to know that we appreciate you coming directly to us about this. And Barbara?
Overseer, huh? So you must be the one.
You can't be guilty
No,
of a
I
crime
haven't seen her,
until
but I have heard her. My people found a tape she left behind for one of her dwellers at that camp across the way, though it is a bit out of date now. Maybe you're the one she left it for. I'm happy to hand it over. Though, now that we've drifted naturally onto the topic of helping one another, maybe there's something you could do for me in return.
What? You're the one who brought it.
I find that hard to believe. Eric wouldn't steal candy from a baby. In fact, just this morning I saw him giving cotton candy bites to the children at the daycare.
Barbara was there too.
Just agreeing to lend us a hand in a little diplomatic intervention.
Don't be afraid.
See, that boy we put down, he's not the first of his crew to roll in here. But I want him to be the last. Normally, I'd send my people out to clean house, but my muscles run off, so I don't have the bodies to spare right now. But I'm willing to pay good money if you put an end to this for me. So,
I'll say it.
what do you say?
The one stealing the food is...
Next time on A Better Life Underground.
Are you sure about this surgery, Agatha? Once I replace your
50
face
caps
with
if you can get the job
there is
done.
no going back to the old you.
I'm positive, Doctor.
Sure will. Throw some caps your way, too.
She had the beauty. With her face, I'll be unstoppable.
I don't care how you deal with them. Sweet talk, string up their leader by his ears. Hell, buy them all ice cream sandwiches. Whatever you can do to get them to stop harassing us is fine by me.
Surely you asked the museum for permission.
Oh, Van,
That's what I was hoping. So, the details. Now, each of these boys came in asking after Crane. I'm thinking we can make that work for us. How would you grab the attention of a bunch of single-minded thugs?
You're freezing. Why, at this rate, I'm going to have to ask Mr. Handy to turn on the furnace.
Well, you have to tell me. I simply must know.
I bought it at Appalachian Antiques.
Wait. You mean to tell me there's a store selling the finest in collectible antiquities right here in West Virginia?
That's correct. It's just up the road, north of Fort Defiance.
Sure thing, Captain.
And prices only a true
We're gonna draw these boys in by making them think you're Crane.
I wouldn't want to run into any...
Just give me 1 second.
Nor would I, Vanessa. Nor would I.
Appalachian Antiques. The finest goods and antiquities for sale, but never on.
Okay, I think I'll just... I just want you to know, architecture ain't exactly my forte. Huh, not half bad. So what I've chicken scratched together here for you is the schematic for one custom-made Crane Treasure Hunting Inc. sign. If I didn't butcher the plans too bad, it's got a little system built in that'll make sending out an advertisement and getting this gang's attention a snap. You just need to build it, use the tape it spits out to tell the world you're open for business, and then convince any punks that show up to tell you where their boss is hiding. They did teach you all how to build from schematics up in that vault of yours, didn't they?
Favorite snack. Yum yum pure dried whole deviled eggs. Yum yum.
Damn. Okay, let's see. New plan. We paint all the Brahmin, and then we...
Duchess, plan's fine. I can walk them through how to build it.
How's that exactly?
I was hunkering down for quite some time waiting for this headless monster thing to clear off on my last ammo hunt. Ended up reading some old training materials past time, and guess what? Made some tapes on it.
Oh, Mort. Not the tapes.
You have a better option?
Not one that doesn't involve painting all my cattle. There you go, I suppose. You can talk to Mort. Of course, you're gonna need materials, but we should have enough lying around to cover you there. Get you together a little care package. Throw some rations in there, too, so you don't starve on me. And so you know, you might have to break some of this scrap down for parts. But I can spot you some workbench materials, too, since you're doing me such a big one. Who knows? Maybe you'll learn something while you do it. Now, you ready to get this show on the road? Understood. Take care of what you need to and come see me.
Check in with Duchess first, then we can chat.
I was wondering when you might be back to put an end to these boys' misbehavior once and for all. Now, you ready to get this show on the road? Hot dog. Be good to have those dolts off our back at long last. Just make sure once you find out where they're hiding, that their leader gets the message. The wayward gets left alone. And here, that overseer tape. Sounds like she set up that camp across the way so her people could get some practice in self-reliance. Probably worth looking into if you think you could use a refresher.
Captain Cosmos thinks he defeated but his cheating ways will not go unpunished. I shall travel the universe to gather my forces and create the Star Mender, the most destructive war machine ever conceived, and I will have my revenge.
Come join us at Watoga High School on Saturday, November 6th to see Watoga High Drama perform Armor Ace and the Power Patrol, the musical. Bring the whole family to come see their favorite Power Patrol heroes like Platinum.
Liberty, it wasn't just meant for
Crazy. Now that is just crazy. They hand you Vault Kitties, all this fancy equipment, and then just throw you to the wolves. Well, don't you worry that smooth little face of yours. You are in good company now. Because around here, we look after one another. Now, what can I do for you?
Never seen them before. Pick up an ice-cold Nuka-Cola from the concession stand and get ready to laugh, cheer, and sing along. Children aged
Allergies. Learned the hard way. I can't stand within 10 feet of a strawberry. Come on, man, that's a joke. Truth is, I was outside on Doomsday. Now, you see, I drove security, and I was coming back from a pickup in the truck when I feel this rumble, and then quiet. Then a whole lot less quiet. And the truck was hit with this wind, and it was like someone dropped a hurricane on it. I can hear it battering the truck. Bang, 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 like it's got a grudge against it. And then I unlocked the door and into the back, and then bang, I wake up, man, and it's crazy. Somehow, in the back of the truck, alive and kicking. All it cost me was my skin and any opportunity for someone liking me for anything other than my lovely personality. And that was the day I became, well, they call us schools. Not the most flattering name, but still beats being vaporized.
I can't seem to wake up today. Got any specials running?
I sure do. For only $30, you can get a large coffee and a delicious...
I mean, it's got its advantages. Main one is that radiation rolls off me like water off a duck's ass. Can stride through a blast zone like it's a spring breeze. Also, it means I can survive in situations that would turn a normal person into a TV dinner. The major downside? Well, shit, you're looking at it, right? Head to toe disfiguration. There's also, well, you might have seen them. Not all ghouls are the same. Not sure how it happens, why some ghouls lose their minds and others don't. But ever since I turned, there's always this nagging feeling just at the back of my mind that I will have to feast on humans. Roar! Seriously? Nothing? Shit, I thought it was funny. Overall, though, being a ghoul, mixed bag. Can't say I'd recommend it as a lifestyle choice. I did. And your eye's still working, kids. That's the reason you're bringing up the obvious. Look, the world's hard now. Better you learn that lesson real fast. Listen, friend, you happen to be talking to the exact right person to fix your predicament. But if I'm gonna help you, I want something in return. Whoa, 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 not even remotely what I meant. Nah, you're gonna help me get rich. See, the folks who made it big off the gold rush, they weren't the prospectors. They were the folks that sold them their shovels. Now, I don't do shovels. What I collect is knowledge. I can go all sorts of places you folks with your rad-sucking skin can't. So, I'm selling what I've got between my ear holes, and you're gonna test it for me. I made these holotapes. Now this set's all the info I dug up about that camp doohickey you Volters got. All I'm asking is you give them a listen and let me know what you think. It's the only voice I got, so yeah, that's what you're gonna hear. Now you want them or not? You will? Oh, thank you. I mean, thanks. Just come back once you've taken them out for a test drive. Now, is there anything else you wanted to chat about? Don't have one. I'm an independent operator. When these folks need a hand or got an errand that involves running into radiation, they come to me. Rads? Yeah, they don't bother me anymore. In exchange, Duchess lets me drink and doesn't bother me too much about my tab. Really, about the best sort of setup a guy in my situation could ever ask for. Well, at least until the tapes take off. Some other time then.
Previously on A Better Life Underground.
Stephanie loves me for who I am.
Negative. The only reason she is in love with you is because of the buff out. If it was not for that, she would be with me.
You use buff out? You're not the man I thought you were. You're not the man I fell in love with.
Stephanie, baby, it's not what you think. I don't use buff out. That Protectron just wishes it had those guns.
Ha ha ha. Improbable. Why would I want those guns when I have these guns?
And now, episode 135 of A Better Life Underground.
Good job today, everyone. I know that we've only been in this VR training for a few days, but it feels like...
Frequency active. Defense Intelligence Agency covert operations limited. Hotel, uniform, November, Tango. Frequency active. Defense Intelligence. Frequency active. Defense Intelligence Agency covert operations liquidation exercise.
first of Headmaster Mort's EduTapes. Today we're talking about your camp. Now, former vault resident or someone who killed a vault resident, let's start off with the basics. Placing your camp. When plunking down your camp, C-A-M-P, that's an acronym, for the first time, remember to take the lay of the land. Consider the grade of the terrain, general defensibility, and proximity to your surroundings. Could that cliff edge be used to protect your flank? You bet your chops it could. Once you've found the perfect spot, it's time to move on to the best part of working with your camp. Construction! Construction can be an intricate process, so a steady hand and an eye for details, damn, I had to get that one. An eye for details are a must. You should take a moment to familiarize yourself with the camp's patented intuitive construction interface. But don't worry, we'll cover construction in gory detail in the next of Headmaster Mort's EduTapes. So long. Come on, what's that? Hello, dedicated listeners. Welcome back to Headmaster Mord's EduTapes. Today, in this second tape, we are talking construction. Now, the first step of construction is... What? Is that soda? Soda's red, right? Wait, electing. First, electing what you're going to build. Once you've made that election, it's just 3 easy questions to construction success. 1. Is the location I've selected going to work for an object of the size and shape I'm building? 2. Have I read the schematics thoroughly? And 3. Do I have all the required materials too? What the hell? Blood on my notes! Saul! If I find out was you, you're gonna bleed on... Whatever. Just finish one. Short on materials? Loot the local junkyard, mills, and warehouses for parts. Missing a critical schematic? Your local vendors might have just what you're looking for. And on that note, this has been Headmaster Mort's EduTapes. See you again soon. Solomon, so help me, this better be Jam. Where are you hiding? Welcome back, lovely listeners, to Headmaster Mort's final tape in the camp series, powering your camp. After listening to the second tape, you should already be well trained, enough to build a generator. If you haven't yet done so,
Overseer's log, south of Vault 76. I knew this wasn't going to be the Appalachia I remembered. Mutated animals? Haywire bots? No people so far. We have to be ready to rebuild in what I can confirm is hostile territory. Fortunately, Vault Tech was prepared. You see this? The cooking station, the stash box, the workbenches, all built with the camp. You need a home base out there. The construction and assembly mobile platform is designed to give it. Just add resources, planning, and a little elbow grease. When you move your camp, everything you built is stored, ready to be placed back down in the new area. Use this to establish a foothold whenever you're in unfamiliar territory. I've left my camp behind so you can use it. I know I'm breaking my own advice by not taking it with me. But after seeing Appalachia for myself, I need to make sure every resident of 76 has a safe haven they can start from. I'll make do without it. If it's still standing, the town of Flatwoods is further down this road. Find me there. This is the Overseer, signing off.